So, building our kit, anybody? Today we are in Cernobbio, just a few miles outside the city of Como, on Lake Como in Italy. And I want to talk to you about my kit because I'm building up my kit here for another long Italian summer. And today we are starting to try it out with this brand new tripod that I got from B&H Concept. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Solly, and today I just want to start testing out this tripod because I selected this tripod, which is made of carbon fiber, so it's supposed to be sturdy enough and give me enough sustain for my camera. Now, why I went for this particular model? I hope that the noise of the roadworks are not entering the mic. I went for this particular model because I remember my last one was too big and too heavy, and so in the very end I never had it with me. While this one is supposed to be lightweight enough and sturdy enough to sustain the weight of my camera and my glass, but with no extra weight. So this is around 1 kilo or 3-4 pounds if you are not using the metric. And as you can see, you can adjust the height. Of course, it's a tripod, it's nothing special, but a good one. Why I picked up this one? Because I can also detach one of the legs and use it as a handle when I want to go out vlogging. So I will eventually attach the head of the tripod here and have it fit my camera. So now today it's just a sunny day. There's not much to test with this tripod, but in the next few days I will go uphill because I want to take some star trails shooting, some Milky Way, some composition, and start with landscape photography because as you can see it is quite scenic, but here we have light pollution, so I will need a tripod and I will need to go uphill where there is no light pollution. So stay tuned because I'm gonna keep you posted and I'm gonna test out this tripod and let you know how sturdy it is. I will put a link down below in case you're interested in having it, and it's not so expensive either, so it's supposed to be good, reliable, sturdy, and cheap enough and lightweight enough for your compact cameras. Of course, if you are into wildlife, if you are into sports, you will need to have the highest ones, the 180. This is a 160 fully extended centimeters, of course. So I will keep you posted and I will let you know and show you the details for each and every adjustment on the tripod. This is the head that I can eventually dismantle and put on this monopod or use it as a handle for my camera. As you can see, you can turn it for the panel. You have the quick release Swiss Arca mount here, and then you have the tiltable head with the ball if you want to move it to vertical. Of course, every time that I receive a package, I did the unboxing. It was more or less just myself recording the opening of the box, and I pretend being surprised like, this was not expected. I thank everybody, my agent, my mom, my friends, and so this is kind of fun because I'm building my new kit item by item, and so I'm very thankful every time the company trusts me enough to send me a piece. So I got a new lens, I got a new tripod, I got a new mic, and little by little I'm building back my kit because I let all my gear and equipment in Canada because it was too expensive and too fragile to be sent over. So now that I'm in Europe, more precisely in Italy, I'm building my kit back because I want to get professional, reliable stuff little by little, otherwise there would be a huge investment. So little by little, I'm substituting the crappy items that I was using and gearing up, but not too much. It's still a one lens only approach. Alright, so as you can see with the ball head, I was able to change the framing, and then eventually we can also shoot a panel. Now I'm recording, but you will see when I start shooting photos, because with this camera it's a hybrid shooting. You can always have good videos and good photos. And I mounted on the base plate the Arca Swiss mount, so it's easily to remove it to put back in and out my camera. and then I will just need to go around and find a good framing, because for videos it's alright, I can show the surroundings, but I really want to use this mist before the sun dissipates it, because it's gonna be gone soon. Right now, all these little fog, see, the light is filtering from the mountains, and I really want to take the best out of it. So this is Chernobyl. Now, what is super cool right now is that you can move your focus points. So I'm using an autofocusing glass, because if you want to stack 3 images, assuming that the lake is quiet, because if there are waves, then you will see that much of a motion blur, then you can focus on the foreground, on the middle ground, and on the background, and then stack them all together. Now, since I had the tripod, I could take different focus points on landscape photos, which I already imported, and so now we're gonna do some focus stacking together. So in exchange for 3 photos with different focus points, we're gonna have 1 condensed raw file for our post-processing. Now, it would take a few seconds. As you can see, it is focus stacking it for us, so there's no need for any third-party software. There you go. Now we have our raw file with focus stacking. Now, of course, all the floating elements, they will be bouncing anyway, because they just move, so there's no way to freeze them. But we can do some other quick things, like removing dust spots, because I forgot to clean my glass before starting it, and so okay, this is done. And then we might want to see how the AI suggests we retouch it, so it is, yeah, it's a bit more dramatic. We have the sky enhancer, which I don't like that much to use, but just a tiny bit. As you can see, it makes it darker, and then we can do our own manual adjustment, like more contrast or less highlights if you like it to. I normally don't pump up the shadows that much, because then they seem fake. It reminds me of the smartphone's photos, but as you can see, it has been stacked perfectly. And as I was saying, the boat, of course, it's floating, so there will be bounce because the water, there's no way to freeze it. But as you can see, the definition of each and every element, from the trees here in the midground to the mountains over there in the background. Now there's a bit noise, so maybe we can denoise as well. Let's see if it suggests us the low adjustment. All right. And now, since I woke up fine and dandy, I detached the monopod, and I'm using it for vlogging, because you can eventually remove the ball head and use it on the monopod, and this is the perfect handle. Now, as you can see, I'm still in Chernobyl. The vessel is coming to pick up people and take them back to Como. Let me turn you around. And now with the monopod, I'm super flexible. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.